Welcome to the Smash Bros. Olympics. Thank you for joining me today. We are back with the free-for-all qualifier. Last time it was all about the winner's bracket, where there are now 4 teams remaining. And this time we'll be traveling down to the loser's side, where the rest of the 20 teams remain. As a reminder, any team that loses a match today will be eliminated from the bracket. And with that, we're going to hop right into Losers Round 1. The players to watch for in this match are Rosalina and Luma, and Peach. If neither of them can secure a victory, it's the end of the road for both Double Trouble and Princess Party. Fox on his home stage of Corneria, but down a stock early. Having an even harder time is Rosalina, down to her final stock. And Fox ending it with the up smash. Mega Man just now losing his first stock. It's a battle for second place, and Peach is going to hold on. 30 seconds of ledge trapping, and Peach still not able to close out Mega Man's stock. This one's going to end in a timeout. Again, it's the top 2 teams from each match that will be moving on. 4 more teams ready to go. This time, it's Team RPG that's in the must-win situation. If they're not in the top 2, they will not qualify for the Olympics this year. Wolverine with the Gimp on DK, but it's going to cost him his own stock. All the Avengers can do now is hope that they scored enough points. Luigi knocked off stage by Joker, and he's not going to recover. A tricky back air from Joker there. I thought DK got the spike. But nonetheless, Big Brothers and Team RPG will live to see another day. So the winners from the first 2 matches moving on to face each other in Losers Round 2. The other 4 teams knocked out of the bracket. In this Losers Round 1 matchup, it's Bad Boys, the Swordies, Fantasy Fighters, and Darksiders. Feeling carefree this event is the Swordies. After taking first place in the Smashketball event, they have already qualified for the Olympics. Yo, did he just walk up slowly and down smash? Yes, he did. The Swordies are the first to be eliminated. Captain Falcon putting on a show here, and Darksiders are next to go. The 2 teams that needed it the most, Fantasy Fighters and Bad Boys, will be moving on to the next round. And now we are on to the final match of Losers Round 1. The Villains and Team Extendo already qualified for the Olympics. The Kiddos currently in the bottom 8, so they must win here. Things also aren't looking great for Professor Oak and PH Damage. The first to be knocked out, there is a strong chance that PH Damage will not qualify this year. The Villains looking strong as always. And Sephiroth eliminating Simon, so the Kiddos keeping their chances alive. And that brings us to the end of Losers Round 1. The 8 losing teams will be eliminated, and the 8 winning teams will now go on to fight in Losers Round 2. Starting us off, it's Team RPG, Princess Party, Big Brothers, and Blue Brawlers. As I mentioned earlier, we started today with 24 teams. With 16 of those teams being eliminated today, we'll be left with just 8. Bowser having a great match, both offensively and defensively, with 3 KOs already and still holding on to all 3 stocks. Again, it's a battle for second place, and Bowser deciding it right then and there, taking out Daisy and Sonic. Hero with the self-destruct, but it does not matter. Big Brothers and Team RPG moving on to the losers quarterfinals. Now, of course, it's the other match for losers round 2. The villains sitting comfortably in first place, but for the kiddos and fantasy fighters, this is a must-win situation. The footstool by Pyra, and unfortunately Ness cannot recover. Everyone at one stock, and Pyra takes out Ness again. Inkling following shortly after. And it's fantasy fighters and the villains who will keep their chances alive in the free-for-all bracket. And just like that, another round of the bracket is over. Just 2 more matches to go, but I think we saved the best for last. Team RPG and Big Brothers, after being knocked into the loser's side very early on, now find themselves with a chance to be in the top 8. We also have Zero Suit Samus and Girl Power, who has been sitting at the bottom of the standings the entire qualifier. This is the beauty of the double elimination bracket, second chances. The Legend's going to finish in the middle of the pack in the free-for-all event. We will definitely be seeing more of them in the Olympics. Everybody down to 1 stock. And it's Bowser again taking out Zero Suit Samus. He has been tearing up the competition lately. Six KOs last time, 6 KOs this time. Just one more match to decide who will be joining Big Brothers and Team RPG in the losers semifinals. Uh-oh, low battery. Sorry about that, we are back. And we have a very even match on our hands. Ryu with a slight lead, but he definitely needs it. Team Hercules and Fantasy Fighters at the bottom of the standings, while Fire Emblem and the villains are at the top. Chrom the first to go. And Kazuya following shortly after. It's time for both of them to get some rest before the Olympics begin. Meanwhile, it's Team Hercules and Fantasy Fighters moving on to the top 8 in the losers semifinals. We started today with 24 teams, and through some tough yet entertaining matchups, we are down to the final 8. 4 in the losers side, and 4 in the winner's side. Next time, we will determine the winner of the free-for-all qualifier, which will bring the qualifier round to a close. And then, it's time to start getting ready for the Smash Bros. Olympics. As always, thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, the best thing you can do is give it a like. Follow us on Twitter so you never miss an update, and subscribe to join the Smash Bros. Olympics community. That's all for today. Until next time.